This is Mark Suffren in for Des for the Broad Market Review on November 25th, 2013. Well, it was a mixed day on Wall Street today. Let's take a look at the numbers real quickly here. We got the S&P 500 is down a fraction. We have the Dow Jones Industrial up just a fraction, new record high. We have the Nasdaq is up, and it was up over 4,000 today for the first time since 2000. And then we have the small caps down just a minuscule. So kind of a doji day on Wall Street today. But look at bank here. Banks took off today. Hey, we can't go anywhere without them banks. And boy, they are taking off. But what also increased was the VIX, up over 4%. The fear is starting to come in. Commodities did make a rebound today on the gold and the silver, but they did go down on the oil. And then how about the dollar? Up slightly. And here's the trend at neutral area at 1.06. But here's something else I want to show you, some additional numbers, and that is the social media. Take a look what happened to that today. Look at these folks. Yep, they got killed today. Facebook down 3%, Link down 1.6%, Yelp down 6%, Pandora down 4%, Twitter down 4%. So that sector got hit while the big tech folks like Apple didn't go down very much. They were actually up in this market. Well, those are the numbers. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 daily. And here we have it. Is just above this major resistance line. It closed right at it on Friday, and now it broke above and then broke down below it. It closed just below, and that goes all the way back into earlier in the year. Let's take a look at the weekly chart on the S&P 500. And here it is. It broke above the weekly resistance line on this rising wedge. It was resistance, and now it could be support. So it is still above it. Haven't moved it up yet because it is not a swing high yet. It has to turn over before we can connect that. Okay, let's take a look next at the Dow Jones Industrials. Look at this rising wedge, puppies. Yeah, it was a new all-time high again. Pretty much a doji up there, isn't it? But here's what concerns me. Look at that. We have a bit of a divergence here on the MACD. All right, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. And what do we have? A rising wedge. Let's stretch it out, bring it down. Another rising wedge forming here, even though here's that $4,000 point line. And what about its MACD? We've got some divergence going on there. It's starting to mend itself, but we keep getting higher swing highs. But on the MACD, we keep getting lower swing highs. Back to the S&P here. Yeah, it is just rising here. So what's some of the theories going on out there? Well, we have people who are talking about they're up over 20%, so they're pulling their stuff into the more conservative stocks. That's why the Dow keeps running up. Who knows? This is going to be a light trading week with Thanksgiving being on Thursday. And there's a storm rolling in on Wednesday into New York City, so I would suspect it to be low trading volume for the next couple of days. Might be a good day to sit on your hands, reflect, and relax, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. This is Mark the Meerkat Suffren. You just remember, in trading, it's all about probabilities. And as Clint Eastwood says, if you want a guarantee, go buy a toaster. Trade well.